Insulin. Insulin is a hormone made by the pancreas. Its main job is to help move sugar from the blood into the cells. After you eat, carbohydrates are broken down into glucose, which enters the bloodstream. When blood sugar rises, the pancreas releases insulin. Insulin acts like a key. It helps open the doors so glucose can move from the blood into muscles, fat cells, and other tissues where it can be used for energy or stored for later. Without enough insulin, or when the body does not respond to insulin properly, blood sugar can stay too high. This is why insulin is closely connected to diabetes, energy, hunger, and metabolism. Insulin does not work alone. It is part of a larger system that helps keep blood sugar in a healthy range. Glucagon. Glucagon is another hormone made by the pancreas. It has the opposite job of insulin. When blood sugar drops too low, glucagon tells the liver to release stored glucose back into the blood. You can think of insulin as the hormone that helps lower blood sugar after meals, and glucagon as the hormone that helps raise blood sugar when you have not eaten for a while. This balance is important because your brain and body need a steady supply of energy. If blood sugar goes too high, it can damage the body over time. If blood sugar goes too low, you may feel shaky, weak, sweaty, confused, or dizzy. Insulin and glucagon work together like a thermostat for blood sugar. Thyroid hormones. Thyroid hormones are made by the thyroid gland, which sits in the front of the neck. The main thyroid hormones are T3 and T4. Their job is to help control metabolism. Metabolism means how fast your body uses energy. Thyroid hormones affect body temperature, heart rate, digestion, weight, mood, energy, and how quickly cells work. When thyroid hormone levels are too low, the body may slow down. A person may feel tired, cold, constipated, or gain weight more easily. When thyroid hormone levels are too high, the body may speed up. A person may feel anxious, hot, shaky, have a fast heartbeat, or lose weight without trying. Thyroid hormones are like the body's energy speed controller. Cortisol. Cortisol is made by the adrenal glands, which sit on top of the kidneys. Cortisol is often called the stress hormone, but cortisol is not bad. Your body needs cortisol to survive. It helps regulate blood pressure, blood sugar, inflammation, energy, and the body's response to stress. Cortisol normally rises in the morning to help you wake up. It also rises when your body faces stress, illness, injury, or danger. The problem is not cortisol itself. The problem is when stress stays high for too long and the body does not get enough recovery. Long-term stress can affect sleep, appetite, mood, blood sugar, and energy. Cortisol is like the body's emergency manager. Useful when needed, but not meant to stay on all day. Adrenaline. Adrenaline is also called epinephrine. It is made by the adrenal glands. Adrenaline helps prepare the body for quick action. When you are scared, surprised, excited, or under sudden stress, adrenaline can rise quickly. Your heart beats faster, your breathing becomes faster, your muscles get more blood, your pupils may widen, your body becomes more alert. This is part of the fight or flight response. Adrenaline is useful in emergencies because it helps you react quickly. But if your body feels stressed too often, you may feel tense, restless, anxious, or unable to calm down. Adrenaline is like an alarm system. It helps protect you when danger is real, but it can feel exhausting if it keeps going off. Melatonin. Melatonin is made by the pineal gland in the brain. It helps control the sleep-wake cycle. Melatonin usually rises when it gets dark. This tells the body that it is time to prepare for sleep. Light, especially bright light at night, can reduce melatonin signals. That is why looking at screens late at night may make it harder for some people to feel sleepy. Melatonin does not knock you out like a sleeping pill. It is more like a timing signal. It tells your body, night is here. A healthy sleep schedule, dim light in the evening, and regular wake times can help support the natural rhythm of melatonin. Melatonin is the body's darkness signal. Growth hormone. Growth hormone is made by the pituitary gland. It is very important during childhood and teenage years because it supports growth. But adults also need growth hormone. In adults, it helps maintain muscle, bone strength, tissue repair, and how the body uses fat and energy. Growth hormone is released in pulses, and a large amount is released during deep sleep. This is one reason sleep is important for repair and recovery. Growth hormone does not mean adults keep growing taller. After the growth plates and bones close, height does not keep increasing. But the hormones still help support repair, body composition, and normal metabolism. Growth hormone is like a repair and growth signal for the body. Estrogen. Estrogen is often called a female sex hormone, but both women and men have estrogen. Women usually have higher levels. Estrogen plays a major role in puberty, menstrual cycles, fertility, pregnancy, bones, skin, blood vessels, and the brain. It helps regulate the menstrual cycle and supports the lining of the uterus. It also helps protect bone strength. This is why falling estrogen levels after menopause can affect bones, mood, sleep, skin, and body temperature. Hot flashes, night sweats, and changes in sleep can be related to hormonal changes during menopause. Estrogen is not just about reproduction. It affects many parts of the body. It is a hormone for fertility, bones, brain function, and overall balance. Progesterone. Progesterone is another important reproductive hormone. It works closely with estrogen. In women, progesterone rises after ovulation. Its main job is to help prepare the uterus for a possible pregnancy. If pregnancy does not happen, progesterone levels fall, and the menstrual period begins. During pregnancy, progesterone helps support the uterine lining and maintain pregnancy. Progesterone can also affect body temperature, mood, sleep, and breast tenderness. Some people may notice changes in how they feel during different parts of the menstrual cycle because estrogen and progesterone rise and fall. Progesterone is like a preparation hormone. It helps the body prepare for and support pregnancy. Testosterone. Testosterone is often called a male sex hormone, but both men and women have it. Men usually have much higher levels. Testosterone is important for puberty, muscle mass, bone strength, sex drive, sperm production, red blood cell production, and energy. In men, testosterone helps develop deeper voice, facial hair, and male reproductive function. In women, smaller amounts of testosterone also support sexual health, mood, and muscle function. Low testosterone in men can sometimes be linked with low energy, low sex drive, reduced muscle mass, mood changes, or fertility problems. But symptoms alone cannot diagnose hormone levels. Blood tests and medical evaluation are needed. Testosterone is a hormone for strength, reproduction, and body maintenance. Leptin. Leptin is a hormone made mainly by fat cells. It helps tell the brain how much energy is stored in the body. When fat stores are higher, leptin levels usually rise. Leptin sends a signal to the brain that the body has enough energy. In a simple way, leptin helps regulate appetite and energy balance. But the system is not always simple. Some people can have high leptin levels, but the brain does not respond to the signal properly. This is sometimes called leptin resistance. When that happens, the body may still feel hungry or protect weight, even when energy stores are high. Leptin is like a fuel storage signal. It helps the brain understand long-term energy status. Ghrelin. Ghrelin is often called the hunger hormone. It is made mainly in the stomach. Ghrelin rises when the stomach is empty and helps signal hunger to the brain. After eating, ghrelin usually falls. This hormone helps remind you to eat. It can also be affected by sleep, stress, dieting, and meal timing. When you do not sleep enough, hunger signals may become stronger for some people. That can make cravings and overeating harder to manage. Ghrelin is not bad. You need hunger signals to survive. But if sleep, stress, and eating patterns are poor, hunger hormones may feel harder to control. Ghrelin is like the body's time to eat signal. Oxytocin. Oxytocin is made in the brain and released by the pituitary gland. It is sometimes called the bonding hormone. Oxytocin plays an important role in childbirth and breastfeeding. During labor, it helps the uterus contract. During breastfeeding, it helps milk release. Oxytocin is also connected with bonding, trust, touch, and social connection. It may rise during hugging, closeness, caring interactions, and emotional bonding. But oxytocin is not simply a love hormone. Human emotions are much more complex than one chemical. Still, oxytocin is important for connection, reproduction, and caregiving. Oxytocin is like a bonding and support signal in the body. Antidiuretic hormone. Antidiuretic hormone is also called ADH or vasopressin. It is made in the brain and released by the pituitary gland. Its main job is to help the body control water balance. When the body needs to conserve water, ADH tells the kidneys to hold on to more water. This makes urine more concentrated. When ADH levels are lower, the kidneys release more water into the urine. ADH helps protect you from dehydration. It also helps support blood pressure by controlling fluid levels. If this hormone system does not work properly, a person may urinate too much, feel very thirsty, or have problems with sodium balance. ADH is like the body's water-saving signal. Aldosterone. Aldosterone is made by the adrenal glands. It helps control salt, water, and blood pressure. Aldosterone tells the kidneys to keep more sodium and release more potassium. Where sodium goes, water often follows. So when the body holds on to sodium, it may also hold on to more water. This can increase blood volume and help maintain blood pressure. Aldosterone is important when the body needs to keep enough fluid in the bloodstream. But if aldosterone is too high or too low, it can affect blood pressure, potassium levels, and fluid balance. Aldosterone is like a salt and water manager. It works closely with the kidneys to help keep the body balanced. Parathyroid hormone. Parathyroid hormone is made by the parathyroid glands. These are small glands located near the thyroid gland in the neck. Parathyroid hormone helps control calcium levels in the blood. Calcium is important for bones, teeth, muscles, nerves, and the heartbeat. When blood calcium gets too low, parathyroid hormone helps raise it. It can signal the bones, kidneys, and vitamin D system to help bring calcium back into balance. This does not mean calcium is only about bones. Your nerves and muscles also need calcium to work properly. Parathyroid hormone is like the body's calcium balance signal. It helps make sure blood calcium stays in a safe range. Now let's put everything together. Insulin helps lower blood sugar. Glucagon helps raise blood sugar when needed. Thyroid hormones control metabolism and energy speed. Cortisol helps the body respond to stress. Adrenaline prepares the body for quick action. Melatonin helps control sleep timing. Growth hormone supports growth, repair, muscle, and bone health. Estrogen supports reproduction, bones, blood vessels, skin, and the brain. Progesterone prepares and supports the body for pregnancy. Testosterone supports muscle, bone, sex drive, fertility, and red blood cells. Leptin tells the brain about stored energy. Ghrelin signals hunger. Oxytocin supports bonding, childbirth, and breastfeeding. ADH helps the body conserve water. Aldosterone helps control salt, water, and blood pressure. Parathyroid hormone helps control calcium. Hormones are powerful because they act like messages. They do not work alone. They work in systems. A change in one hormone can affect sleep, mood, weight, appetite, energy, blood sugar, blood pressure, fertility, bones, and many other parts of health. But symptoms do not always tell you exactly which hormone is high or low. Feeling tired does not automatically mean low thyroid. Weight gain does not automatically mean high cortisol. Low energy does not automatically mean low testosterone. And poor sleep does not always mean low melatonin. The safest way to understand hormone problems is through medical evaluation, symptoms, history, and appropriate blood tests when needed.